Hello and welcome to Tech Deals. I am your host, Rogue. I have a question for you. Are you scratching your head trying to figure out a cool gift for your girl gamer? Whether it be a Christmas gift or a birthday present? Well, thanks to today's sponsor, EwinRacing.com, we are building and reviewing the Ewin 2.0 Pink Gaming setup. So let's go take a look. This bundle showcases an awesome pink RGB gaming desk as well as a pink Ewin chair. Now together this bundle usually comes in at $500, but by applying the 30% discount code we have linked in the video description below, it brings it down to $349. And for a desk and a chair together, I don't know, it might be worth some time to take a look at. I am sure once Princess Stormy lays eyes on this setup, she is going to commandeer it for her workstation here at the office. Well, she helped me build the chair and Mini Deals helped me build the desk, so it was a family affair to get this setup built. This pink Ewin chair is actually part of their Calling series of chairs and is actually the smallest of the chairs in this series. Now, if you are needing something with a larger dimension, then yes, you will have to move up to the Knight or the Champion series chairs. And if you're needing the big daddy of them all, well, then that is what the Flash series is for. And I have covered all of these chairs. You just type in Ewin into the search on Tech Deals. They'll all pop up right there for you. Now this chair that we're looking at here today does sport the Ewin stain resistant 2.0 PU leather. It can be cleaned repeatedly without surface damage by using just a clean cloth. And it also surpasses industry performance standards for strength, abrasion, hydrolysis, and UV stability, while retaining the looks and feels, most like real leather, that made it so popular. This chair is made with Ewin's Cold Cure foam. Ewin's prime interior high density foam puts it well above the standard high tough foam that is out there, engineered to be 2 times heavier than regular foam per cubic foot, inching it near the realm of memory foam. The elasticity of the foam helps prolong the comfort life of the chair and adds to the overall durability of the product. The Calling series comes with soft guide wheels. These casters provide a PU coating that are engineered for quieter operation and greater resistance to foreign objects and debris rolling effortlessly on all types of flooring while preventing damage to the surface beneath. This Ewin chair provides an adjustable tilt with locking system so you can make the chair adapt to you with its multi-tilt mechanism. It's actually quite nice because you can get it to just where you want it and you can lock it, or you can sit there and rock. Now this system enables sublime comfort in whichever position takes your fancy at the time. You are able to tilt the chair to specified angle and lock it in place, allowing you to relax without fear of loss of balance. And it's true. I put it back, I rocked in it, and it did not feel like I wanted to head over at all. So that is a nice feature. Now you'll also be able to get this chair in just the right spot height-wise because you do have an adjustable seat height, and you also have height adjustable armrest. So if you don't require any of that fancy 4D armrest stuff where it twists and it does this and it goes in and out, it doesn't have any of that. It's just the height. So look no further. It's a very simple chair that does the job. You'll also find the weight limit capacity of this chair to be at 400 pounds. Usually chairs this small offer only like 330 pounds. So, you know, the fact that there's a little more weight capacity on it, I think that's a good thing. I get asked quite often, will so-and-so chair fit me? I don't bloody know. What are your measurements? It's important to measure yourself to make sure your chair fits you, because when you are looking at a chair, there will be measurement numbers. Why wouldn't you use those to see if it fits you? So there's 3 measurements that you want to look at, and that is from your buttocks to behind your knees, from behind your knees to your feet, and the length of your back from your buttock to your head. If you can get all 3 measurements. Now the other one that you probably want to do is also the width of your hips, because some have the wing on them and you want to be able to fit inside the wing. Like this has a wing in it, so 15.7 inches versus 20 something. So you do have to keep that in mind on some chairs. Well, while we're talking about dimensions, how about we take a look at some other ones for this specific chair. So the adjustable seat height at its lower and higher settings range from 14.2 to 17.7 inches or 36 to 45 centimeters. The width of the seat cushion between the armrests is 15.7, which is what I said, or 40 centimeters. The width of the shoulders is 21.3 inches or 54 centimeters. The depth of the seat from the hips to the knee joint is 22.8 inches or 58 centimeters. The seat cushion thickness is coming in at 3.1 inches or 8 centimeters. So it's not as thick as the other ones, but to be honest, a smaller person is sitting in this, so you're not needing as much cushion. Now the seat back rest height is 35.8 inches or 91 centimeters. Your adjustable arm height ranges between at its lowest 11 inches to its highest 13.8 inches or 28 to 35 centimeters. So that gives you a little idea if this is even going to fit you. Well, now that we've taken a look at the dimensions, let's take a look to see what it actually took to build this chair. Putting this chair together with Princess Stormy took about 20 minutes, probably only because we built 16 of them. So, we're getting pretty good at this. Now, I do like how 90% of the chair was pre-built. It makes the build so much easier because the arms come pre-attached, the adjustable seat mechanisms come pre-attached, the bolts are already in at the seat, which makes it so much easier. You don't have to go ferreting around for bolts. The other thing with most of it being pre-built is that it's tightened correctly. I mean, when you have to get in there and build everything, that's a lot to tighten and keep tight. You have to maintain something that is less pre-built. So keep that in mind as well. Now, when you're building anything, make sure that you've got plenty of room, and you actually start by opening the box carefully and just taking each piece out from the box and arranging it. I begin with flipping the base over and inserting the casters in. This was trickier than usual, so you'll have to apply a little bit of elbow grease and you'll be right. Next is to remove the bolts from the side of the chair, the actual seat. You'll see the bolts in the side. And when attaching the tall back seat to the mechanism of the seat bottom, you will find if you move the left mechanism out of the way, it's a little easier to get that seat back into the correct spot to bolt the right mechanism in first. Because if they're both like this, it's very hard to get that seat in there. So if you can kind of change it up a little bit and give yourself a little bit more room, it makes it much more easier. Now, when you get the seat back and the seat all attached, there's actually covers that go over the side. And I'm very happy to say that those plastic covers go on very easily over the mechanism. I mean, you put it on and that bolt just lines up perfectly, because that's not the case on a lot of chairs. Now it's time to put the tilt mechanism on, and that goes under the seat, and it's still a decent size for such a petite chair, so it's easy to bolt in once you get it all lined up. I mean, even Princess Stormy was able to do this part of the build. Well, that's enough about the chair. Let's hop over and take a look at what it took to build the pink RGB Ewin Gaming Desk. The best way to start is to pull all the parts out of the box, unwrap them and organize your parts just like we did for the chair. Make sure that where you're putting your desk is where you're building it. So if it's going upstairs, take all the pieces upstairs. I wouldn't recommend building it and then trying to cart it upstairs. That's just a big fat pain in the... So don't do that. Get the pieces and move them to where you want it to go, because it's just so much easier. Now, one little tip is start your build off by looking for the front of the top of the desk. So you've got the front of the desk. It looks different. You need that because you need to know how to put the legs on. So that is very important. Otherwise you put it backwards, then you have to redo it. Don't do that. This table does come with instructions, however, they're more pictures than words. So if you're not a picture person, it could be a bit tricky, but it does lay everything out picture-wise. So you have about 7 steps that you need to pay attention to make sure that you've got the bolts with the right part, because there are a few different bolts. So you'll actually spend about an hour building this desk. Now, as far as the build goes, you can actually construct this one of 2 ways. You can build the legs first with the flag, and then you can attach the top piece of the table. On this pink table, Mini Deals and I decided to build the legs and the stability and the actual frame first, and then put the tabletop on. And to be honest, that was much trickier, because with the black RGB table that we built, we actually built it the other way. We kind of had the tabletop down, and then we arranged everything around the tabletop. And having done it both ways, yeah, I would do it that second way in a heartbeat the next time. The first thing we did is we took the 2 skinny bars with the Ewin flag, and we decided which way we wanted the words to go. On the black RGB table, we actually put the words on the outside, whereas on the pink one, we decided that we were going to face them in. So once you figure out which way you want your words, you're good to go. Now, this table is a little bit different to build because there are actually leg supports, and you have to attach each leg support to each main table leg. So to be honest, that was a bit fiddly, so just be a little patient. You will need some help, but once you've got the legs fully intact, go ahead and attach the support bars, which is what we did. We attached the cable bar first. We actually attached the cable bar the opposite way of what it said, because it says to attach it not the way that we did it. I prefer the way that we did it because it was much easier to move the cables around to where we needed them. So, you know, just pay attention with that cable bar to see which way you want to attach it. We then attach the main support second. Now, the trick with this bit is to make sure that you don't tighten the bolts too tight, or you can't get the skinny bars in for the flag. Now, you will need a little bit of elbow grease to insert the skinny bars into their holes, but once you get it in there, you will now have a cool pink Ewin flag. Once we had the whole base assembled, we actually turned it over and put it on the tabletop. So rather than put the tabletop on and come up from underneath, we had the tabletop on the ground, and we actually turned the leg assembly over and screwed it on that way. Much, much easier. The only other tip that I will have for you is that the cable bar, the cables stick out. So you just have to make sure that the cables are in the right spot when you attach it, just so it's a little easier to move around, because sometimes the cable can jut out here, but you need it over here, or it's over here and you need it over there. So, you know, just make sure, because you have to attach everything. So just make sure that your cables are in the right spot. Otherwise you will be unbolting it and moving the cables and rebolting it back together. So once you've paid attention to where your cables go, the next thing is to attach those cables together, as well as the USB, and you'll actually have one USB left over, and that will actually go into your computer, so you have power for your cool RGB desk. We're not done yet, because remember there's the little feet that actually attach into the bottom of the desk legs, so just screw those in, and Mini Deals actually did that, and it was very easy. Now notice you have several features here with this table. You've got a cup holder to the front. There is a bolt that you just bolt it in. Very easy. You also have a headphone rack as well, and you just attach it on the other side using the second bolt. You will see that you have a gaming cable management grommet, so that you can put your mouse and anything else, you know, down the little holes just to keep your desk nice. You also have a game controller rack. You will also find a power RGB controller right there on the front, and height adjustable table base feet. The only thing left to do is play with the RGB controller on the top of the desk, and you can select several different patterns as well as several different speeds. You have a power button, a changing effect button, and of course the speed button. And here is a showcase of all the variants possible with the RGB Gaming Desk by EwinRacing.com. The RGB on this desk looks absolutely stunning. I mean, it will make your princess or your queen very happy. This is a quality, comfortable chair and desk bundle, so if you or someone you know is needing a combo comprising of a steady RGB gaming desk and a chair for $349 using that 30% discount code in the video description below, then be sure to check the link out. Now, if you do go ahead and order this chair, free shipping on all orders within the contiguous US. Also too, guaranteed to ship out the next business day, plus or minus the effects of COVID, so just be a little patient there. The icing on the cake is up to a 10-year extended warranty. Now, if you are in the EU, go ahead and use that link because there will be an EU site. So depending on availability, you'll be able to use that code too. I don't know about you, but a quality pink gaming desk and a pink chair for $349. Now that is a deal. Alrighty guys, you know what to do. Like this video if you like it, share it with your friends, especially the people who might like a pink gaming desk and a pink chair. Also too, you click that bell notification so that you're notified of when these videos drop. Click that sub button, the big red button right there, so that, hey, you join the Deal Nation. Welcome. Also too, comments, thoughts, feedback, suggestions in the comments section below. And also too, I'll put the links and also the code to get your 30% discount in the video description. So make sure you go and check that out. Actually, you know what we'll do? We'll also put the links to the other Ewin chair reviews that we have done as well. So there you have it, folks. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.